Training like a pro. Set a particular preparing objective to move in the direction of. Having an objective to work for past, be a superior sprinter, permits you to tailor your exercises for most extreme improvement. Regardless of whether you need to run your first 5K, make the cross-country group, or cut 10 seconds off of your mile time, consider why you truly need to improve. You would then be able to design accordingly. In the event that you need to begin hustling, or basically need to cause running an increasingly ordinary propensity, to consider pursuing a nearby race. This gives you a solid date and separation to prepare for. In case you're attempting to make a group or be a superior sprinter for sports, look online for normal or suggested exercises for your particular action, adding it to the council here. In case you're hoping to shave valuable seconds off your time, realize that you'll have to concentrate more on quality and force preparing just as standard running. Substitute simple and hard hurries to assemble quality quickly. It is basic for sprinters to propel themselves about a similar sum each time, running likewise testing runs and step-by-step expanding trouble. Tip-top sprinters, be that as it may, exchange a simple, resting run with a very test one. It is during these troublesome runs, when you truly propel yourself, that your body makes the most critical gains. Try not to feel like a simple day is cheating. Rather, it is remaking and loosen up the muscles required for your huge runs. Change your running courses. In any event, running your typical course in reverse will give another challenge. Concentrate on unstable step power through plyometrics. Each time you run hard, you stretch your quads and hamstrings close to their limit for a brief instant. Your body responds by getting the muscles rapidly to give you force and security. Plyometrics, which center around brisk, unstable development, train the body to deal with this pressure and keep you solid and incredible all through the run. These activities are incredible after a light run, as well. 2 times every week, do at any rate 30 minutes of try. Box bounces, utilize the 2 legs, just as every leg separately. Transport runs. Single leg jumps. Squat jumps, essentially squat without weight, at that point hop up and to the side as opposed to coming straight up. Force skips, how high you can jump on each leap? Focus on 1 to 2 run exercises 7 days to pick up speed and force. Run exercises aren't just about being a quicker runner. The high vitality, amazing advances utilized at your maximum velocity will help train your muscles to more readily deal with worry at any pace. Some preparation proposals include: span running, jog daintily for 5 to 10 minutes. Following, run for 30 seconds. Run for 60 seconds, at that point run for another 30, rehashing 5 to 6 additional occasions. Run for 5 to 10 minutes to chill off. Stepping stools, this requires a track or other approach to do laps. Run delicately for 5 to 10 minutes. At the point when done, run a lap at practically 90% maximum velocity. Run a lap to rest and recoup. At the point when done, run 2 laps and run another lap to recoup. Continue heightening the run laps until you can no longer propel yourself. At that point, run to chill off for 5 to 10 minutes. Train your abs and center to guarantee solid, effective stance. Your center helps move vitality easily from your upper half to bring down half. Significantly more critically, it encourages you remain upstanding and solid when tired, which helps moderate indispensable vitality. Never disregard your center during preparing. While not legitimately felt, solid abs and obliques will prompt increasingly productive, and in this manner improved, running. Crunches and sit-ups, either straight or to the sides. Boards and other hold practices are magnificent for building stance and endurance. Abs should be possible consistently, or you can pick a few days every week to do more diligently and progressively engaged workouts. Eat and hydrate like an expert competitor all week, not simply the days you're running. Probably the greatest fantasy in practice is that you can eat anything you desire, since you're running a ton. In any case, you can just consume about 30% of the calories you eat through exercise. Furthermore, the sorts of calories you expend straightforwardly sway how effectively you can run. While eating less junk food appropriately is its own subject, a few things to recollect: incorporate to organize food that originates from seeds, products of the out-of-this-world, pre-stuffed with fundamental supplements. Drink water throughout the day, keeping hydrated before you begin running. You need to remain in front of feeling parched, not simply drinking once you're dry. Lean towards lean proteins like chicken, fish, and beans rather than fattier red meats and greasier meats like hot dog. Supplant void snacks like treats and confections with vegetables, hummus, yogurt, and low-cal options like pretzels or prepared chips. Perceive that huge, overwhelming, and undesirable suppers can take a few days to traverse your body. Plan before large runs or races accordingly. Audit and enhance your preparation plan as you get more grounded. The better you get, the harder you'll have to propel yourself. A decent benchmark for any preparation plan is to ask, how hard are the last 5 to 10 minutes? You make the best picks up when you push through troubles, so ensure your exercises are as yet provoking you so as to continue improving. Working with an accomplice is frequently a decent method to continue testing yourself and discover inspiration to continue working. Give yourself greater and harder benchmarks. In the event that you feel better, add a mile to your hardest run, or begin joining more slopes rather than pads. Improving your stride. Land each progression close to the front of your feet, never the impact point. There is still some conversation about the great arrival zone, yet there is finished agreement that you ought to never arrive on your heel. The rear of your foot demonstrations like a brake, easing back you down, which is the exact opposite thing you need when running. Attempt to land simply behind the wads of your feet, permitting you to get and land your feet quickly. The wad of your foot is the enormous handle of skin and bone right underneath your large toe. Concentrate on your step rate to make prompt upgrades. Time yourself running for a moment, checking the occasions your correct foot hits the ground. Twofold this number to get your steps every moment. It ought to be between 175 to 185 steps so as to run with greatest proficiency. On the off chance that your step needs work, attempt to concentrate on it slightly each run as opposed to amending it at the same time. Inside a month you'll see the distinction. Most sprinters take too large of a step, which means their step rate is excessively low. To address it, take a stab at inclining somewhat forward as you run. On the off chance that you run with music, discover the melodies that assist you with keeping a decent musicality. Numerous sprinters search for melodies at 180 beats for every moment to help normally time themselves. You can discover 180 BPM playlists on the web and on running forums. Pull your foot back as it lands, saving it on the ground for as meager time as could be expected under the circumstances. At the point when you land, keep your knees somewhat bowed. Concentrate on pulling your arrival foot in reverse, towards you but, when it lands. This push-off movement ought to be in reverse, not up, moving your movement productively forward as you run as opposed to bobbing up and down. Keep a loose however solid chest area to preserve vitality productively. You need to keep your jaw up and your shoulders back, with free, loosened up arm and hand muscles. Your elbows are twisted at 90 degrees however swing openly. In spite of the fact that it's regularly overlooked, make sure to loosen up your face and neck muscles too, as opposed to straining them. On the off chance that anything, the main muscles you need to concentrate on keeping solid and tight are the ones in your center, as this will normally keep your stance solid and help you productively channel energy. Buy agreeable, well-fitted running shoes. Preparing on great shoes isn't just about your feet. The correct shoes will help advance great stance and appropriate structure, just as forestall wounds. That is on the grounds that an awkward shoe as a rule makes you land or take off contrastingly to evade torment, which just makes more issues down the line. When purchasing shoes, search for a couple in which your heel stays cozily in the shoe. You have space to squirm your toes. The balls and curves of your feet are embraced by the shoe, however not all that tight you lose circulation. Do not forget to subscribe before you like it. Thanks for watching.